I'll tell you, one of the best things in the world is getting a copy of the cruiser cam or body cam, because you come up with all sorts of great ideas. Today, while reviewing it, the officer who took the report that is now missing and not there on the Columbus online portal of reports told me that the city prosecutor has a record of all reported crimes. So because there is an imposter that likes to be me and set me up, he may have reported crimes in my name and in my voice and made it look like it came from my number. This man is an asshole. And he's out for blood. He's sick in the head. And he needs to be stopped. So I'm covering my bases. I'm calling, it's now 9:30 at night. And because Patty wants to keep her government people safe, even though they're committing major crimes, I will go ahead and call right now and leave a message so that they can get back with me tomorrow. And if at all possible, they can send me the reports on PDFs so that I don't even have to bother going in to pick it up. It'll also let the city prosecutor know that I'm quite serious about the reports of crime that have not been addressed by the police, which is giving him notice that the people that feed him business are going to maybe be suffering a little bit. I'm waiting for my phone to charge, and we'll be taking care of that here in a minute. Another thing that the officer said in the body cam, who drove the car and took the report, was at my neighbor's house. Both, ironically, Patty and Arved. While the officer was talking to Patty, Arved came out of his house. How convenient. The duo. Anyway, Patty said that she has no idea why I'm so angry at her. That's what she told the cops. Isn't that crazy? She knows exactly why I'm mad at her. I was outside this evening having a cigarette as well. And while outside, I know that there is an area where sometimes people will stop on the sidewalk and I guess take in the view and obviously listen. But there's a few spots along the side of Patty's yard where I think instructions are told. And I believe when I went over to where the fire hydrant is, I was able to see a spot behind a bush where it looked like there was a man crouching down. So I said out loud to my neighbors, you know, I think it's kind of odd that Patty's people who are doing an investigation would be hiding in bushes in order to do it. If everything's legal, then what's the hiding for? So I went back a second time, and I did not see him, and I told him to come out, and let's have a conversation, and I called him a pussy as I left, because he is. All of Patty's people are. They're harassers. They're stalkers. And they're not professionals. And if they are, they're doing a job that is not professional. They're simply harassing and stalking. So if there are any people that are supporting Patty Ryan who are professionals, I suggest you not stalk me from her yard, because she's done it for years. And I'm sick of it. There's nothing going on here that even concerns her. And she's gathered up all these people to do something to me. She's a bitch. And she needs to cut it out. But she won't. Because she's an addict of getting me moved. She needs to go to a mental hospital. Get a taste of her own medicine. Because she's actually the one who's mentally ill. And maybe a little senile at this point, since she can't remember. Or knows why I'm angry at her. She performed so many stays of detention. She had meetings with neighbors about planning one. She probably said, "What did you see?" And got everybody else to become a stalker. Her agenda of harassing me and calling things a mental illness, as if I cannot take care of myself and need to be in a mental institution to live, is ridiculous. She should be ashamed. But she's not. Which is another sign of her sanity not being there. I got an old lady that uses government to please her fancy. She's already cost the healthcare industry and Medicaid $2 million. If it costs $5,000 a night for a psychiatric stay, and that is about how much it costs. And she just keeps adding to it like it's not a problem. She's in some deep shit. I wouldn't go anywhere near her if I were you. She's bad news. And she has a bad heart. Why can't she just leave me alone? Why is it her mission in life to rid the Midgard Woodbine neighborhood of Rem Milligan? Why is that her goal? Because it's what she wants. I'm not doing anything that would be disturbing for neighbors. I'm asking them to tell the truth in a very important situation that involves my future. And it involves my health care. This is serious shit. And for her to play it off like she doesn't know what's going on is a sign of her own mental instability. I told her in a text or in a letter, I forget which, get ready for the ride of your life. I mean it. And I also mean something else I said. If this doesn't stop, I will be suing for discrimination and violations of my civil rights, which is exactly what she's done. She's a hater. And she can't let somebody be. She has to fuck with them. It's really frustrating. And it's really frustrating that the rest of the neighbors who are aware of what's going on don't help. It's really disturbing. Anyway, not my concern. So we're going to call. And there we go.
You have reached the Prosecutor's Division of the Columbus City Attorney's Act line. We are currently closed. If this is an emergency, please call 911 or call back at 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. Thank you.
Oh. There's no way to leave a message. Well, I guess I've got to call tomorrow. I'll try the online route, but online means that people can ignore it. And I've learned through experience, emailing is too easy for people to just simply discount and delete and not even bother with. I've fed the Columbus Division of Police the crime of the century with details that are accurate. And they haven't bothered to inform themselves. The FBI, on the other hand, has all the information in great detail. 76 reports. If I were the government, because this is a very serious situation on Midgard Road, I would hire a speed reader and get caught up with what the truth is in this city and in my neighborhood. Because it's unbelievable. My friends better start supporting me, because once this is all over, and it will go in my favor, if you don't support me now, we're not going to be friends later on. I can promise you that. I need people more than ever right now. Please help me find a lawyer.